Alrighty. Hi there. Happy Saturday. How's it going? Hopefully, the rest of your week has been wonderful. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist T.J. Springer here in our Storm Center doing a little breakfast chat on all things weather. Having an update this morning for you on the Tropics as well as our weekend forecast. A lot to get to. Join me. Let me know where you're watching from. We are live on Fox 35 Facebook, my Facebook page, on our YouTube account. So please share, please comment, please join in. And remember, if you're new and you haven't watched one of these yet, or maybe you've watched them after the fact, we are live doing these at 10:30 on the dot every weekend. And there may be even some expansion coming down the road. So we'll have to see. Be sure you're tuning in for all of that. Alrighty. I'm going to make sure we're good on my end. I think we're live everywhere. I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing anything on Facebook or anything like that. Alrighty. I think we're good to go. I actually just need to pull up one thing. Now remember, if you're watching on Fox Local, and that's actually what I am pulling up right now, make sure if you want to be watching on Fox Local and Facebook or YouTube, you can join and ask questions, but we do have some breaks. So you might see us pop off for just a little bit or bop off the air for a little bit, and then we will be back with you. But they're 2-minute breaks. We still have a few minutes for that, but I'm going to make sure I have the rundown here on my phone just so I'm not leaving you hanging up there. Let me see. All right. Okay, so we'll be taking a 2-minute break at 10:40. Just giving you a little heads up on that if you're watching on Fox Local. But if you don't want to have that break, you can also hop on Fox 35, our Facebook page, as well as our YouTube page. So enough talking. We'll jump in and get right to the weather forecast. Now, if you've been watching all week long, we've been talking about this upper level area of low pressure, and this has been bringing us more unsettled weather, more showers, more storms, and more widespread showers and thunderstorms, because not only do we have that, we also have our daily sea breeze interaction. So that has helped bring even more coverage of showers and thunderstorms. We've been watching these unfold here this morning across our Fox 51 locales, and we've seen these up across Levy, Dixie, Gilchrist counties, and even as far as Ocala and Marion County. We are seeing a few showers along the I-75 corridor from Cotton Plant just to the west of Ocala up toward Micanopy. Now seeing some in Gainesville and Alachua County, and some more now across northern Levy County. Some more moderate rain actually falling across the entirety of Gilchrist County from Hatch Bend down toward Bell and Trenton. But still some nice storms offshore of Dixie County between Gina, Horseshoe, and Horseshoe Beach offshore. A fair amount of lightning strikes with that. So if you're traveling around that part of the area, again, if you watch us on Fox 51, definitely be sure you are keeping your eyes to the sky and the radar. Now, we can see a few showers across our Skycam in Ocala. It looks like right now we've actually seen the raindrops end briefly, but we have seen some rain here at times in Ocala since the start of Good Day Orlando. If you're watching us, myself and Randy in Good Day Orlando this morning, we had some of that rain on our Skycam lens. Now, aside from Ocala, looks pretty good. Downtown Orlando, Daytona, Titusville, over to Lake Fairview. That's our Girls Lakeside cam. We can see a nice moisture which is great. I mean, we love to see a morning like this, especially when it's going to be kind of unsettled during the afternoons. If you can get out and enjoy the beach or enjoy the lake, the river, maybe take the boat out, it'll be a lot nicer to do so during the morning versus the afternoon. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out this afternoon. If you have afternoon plans, definitely be sure you're checking in on that Fox Local app. Not seeing any comments yet. I'm hopping on to Facebook right now, checking YouTube. It's looking like we have 7 of you watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate it. And 36 of you watching on Facebook. We love to see it. Thank you. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any weather questions, if you have anything on your mind, throw it in, and I can try to answer it to the best of my ability. Alrighty, well, let's take a look at our temperatures because it's already warming up. It's already getting hot, and we can blame the humidity for that uncomfortable feel. We have 80s on the map from Bushnell to Claremont. Now, with the clouds and the rain-cooled air filtering across some of Marion, Levy, Alachua, Dixie, and Gilchrist counties, it's cooler. We have 78 in Ocala, comparing that to the 83 in Orlando, the 83 in Cocoa Beach. Dew points are up in the 70s right now. That is uncomfortable. Closing in on a tropical feeling air mass. Once we hit 80, that's just, ooh, the air you can wear. Even this is the air you can wear. When you factor that in, we have feels like temps already in the mid-90s. Bithlow, Titusville, not feeling the best. So be sure you're thinking of your heat safety precautions, not trying to overexert yourself out there in the elements, especially during the heating of the day this afternoon into the early evening. Maybe you have some universal plans. See, it looks great now. It's great through lunchtime, but this afternoon, as we have the lift really getting greater with the sea breeze interaction, with this disturbance upstairs in the atmosphere, we're going to see more widespread showers and thunderstorms. So a time where you definitely need to pack the poncho. Good morning, Renee. How are you? Glad you're watching in downtown Orlando. Thank you. Corey, good morning to you. Thank you. Glad you love the bow tie. And speaking of the bow tie, before we take a little break on Fox Local, I'm going to bop off camera for a second because I want to grab this note. So this is actually a special bow tie that I'm wearing. I actually talked about it on air this morning. So this was a package from Joan Marjoram. She sent me this wonderful bow tie, this sweet little note. She also loves to see what kind of bow ties I'm wearing, Corey. So I appreciate that. There are little ships on this. And Joan's over in Bellevue, so she sent me a wonderful bow tie. And I got another nice note from Miss B and Miss Carol Reinhardt of Astatula, Florida. So appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. If you're watching or you'll watch this later, it means the world. Kathleen, hello. You're watching all the way in Hilton Head. We love to see it. Amy, hello in Daytona Beach. James, you're flying in from St. Martin. St. Martin. I always tell me if I'm saying that wrong. Is it St. Martin? I never know if I'm saying that right or wrong. At 4:30. Yeah, the weather could be a little rough. I hope your flight doesn't get delayed. All right, about a minute to go before we take a little break on Fox Local. So if you're watching us on Fox Local, we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. But for everyone that's hanging out on Facebook and YouTube, there are no breaks. We're here with you all day, all night, as long as we're live. We won't be taking any sort of breaks. Harry, hello to you in Titusville. Good morning. Thanks for hopping on. So appreciate it. Corey, I do not wear the bow ties on the beach. It's funny. I was actually live not too long ago in Daytona, and someone mentioned I was asking about the bow tie. Love that you're watching in Mineola. I've actually not been to Mineola yet since we've lived here. Not seeing any comments on YouTube. I'm bopping over there too, kind of hitting between Facebook and YouTube. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Hello to you, Sarah in Ocala. Alrighty, well, we'll pause here and break till we get back. With Fox Local in just about another minute. So if you do have any questions, throw them in. For those of you that don't know, I think I mentioned this last week too. The bow tie thing, it's actually been a thing for quite a while. I started wearing them all the way back in college. Now the one that Joan sent me, this one is actually a pre-tied one, but usually I tie them myself. All right, I don't think I'm seeing any other comments. Roxanne, hello. Joseph, hi, good morning. Yeah, Roxanne, this was, well, I should say last weekend was Caroline's last weekend, and her last day was Wednesday. It's bittersweet for sure. She's really excited about her next adventure, but we're definitely going to miss her. Thank you. I'm so glad you love the bow ties. I appreciate it. Joseph, hope you have a great Saturday as well. All right, we should be back on Fox Local now. Thanks for sticking with us on the break. All right, so I left you with the Universal Orlando forecast, talking about bringing the rain gear and the ponchos. Across the area today, it's by no means a washout. High is going to be seasonable, if not just a touch above normal, but these showers and thunderstorms are going to be bubbling up in the heating of the day with the help of the sea breeze interaction and this lift upstairs in the atmosphere, the spin in the atmosphere, thanks to this upper level area of low pressure. So between the two, it just means more widespread showers and thunderstorms. A couple could be on the strong side. Anything that does become a little stronger with torrential rain, gusty wind, maybe some small hail, they should start to fade away late tonight as we lose that daytime driven instability. But we are still going to have showers and thunderstorms lingering, especially early in the night before they fade away into the wee hours of our Sunday with lows in the low to mid 70s. Oh, Renee, where are you hitting up the farmer's market? I found out something yesterday. So if you were watching Good Day Orlando, it was the kickoff of our summer block party. And we were in Winter Garden, and apparently they have the best farmer's market, or it's voted the best farmer's market in the nation. How crazy is that? But Winter Garden itself was beautiful. So I hope you have a great time at the farmer's market. Tomorrow, it should be a good day for it. Just hot and humid in the morning. That's a great idea. I might have to do that tomorrow. Maybe on our breakfast chat, on our weather extra. I'll do a little brief tutorial on how to tie a bow tie. I love it. All right, if you're just hopping on, hello, good morning. Storm Team Meteorologist T.J. Springer. We're live on Fox 35's YouTube page, our Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page, which is Meteorologist T.J. Springer. This is a breakfast chat, a Fox 35 Weather Extra. Please share, please comment, bring your questions. We're doing these every morning on the weekends, every weekend morning, 10:30 to 11. And we want to get as many people watching as we can. Kevin, hello. Good morning to you in Lakeland. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Sean, how are you? Well, you're asking a perfect question. So you're in Winter Garden. I'm going to take you through the outlook right now. So let's go through our future cast. This is our Fox weather model. This is exclusive to us, which is a wonderful tool. So you can see through mid-afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms, they start to blossom. They're hit or miss. You can see the wind coming in from the southeast. That's the sea breeze collision there. And kind of like last night, one or two of these may become strong, maybe briefly severe. We do have, I think, a little less wind energy in the atmosphere today. Still instability with the heat, the humidity. And that's enough with the lift to spark a couple stronger storms with gusty wind, maybe some small hail, frequent lightning, heavy rain. And they kind of come together with this complex of heavy rain and lightning through dinner time. So I would say if you have plans, you wanted to maybe get out for a bite to eat on a back deck or a patio, maybe a rooftop, definitely want to keep your eyes to the sky. Maybe shift it earlier in the afternoon if you can. Maybe try to get out and do a brunch or a lunch. Now, after we get through about, say, midnight, 1 in the morning, and we're going to start to see these showers and thunderstorms fizzling out with that loss of the heating. The instability fades away, and we may have a couple of showers around Sunday morning, but I think kind of like Saturday, like today, it should be a lot drier in the morning and then becoming stormier, more unsettled for the afternoon. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please throw them in. I'm not seeing anything new on Facebook or YouTube. But with that, we're going to hop on over to the tropics. And you can see we now have a 50% chance of development. This has been upgraded since last evening, or updated 8 o'clock. This bounced up from 40 to 50%. You can see that area of disturbed weather. Showers and thunderstorms is organized right now over the Yucatan Peninsula. But as we head through the rest of our weekend into the start of next week, that area of low pressure should move into the southern Gulf of the Bay of Campeche, which is what you're seeing right here. And in that time, we may be able to see this organized just enough to become a tropical depression. I think that's our best bet. You know, the Gulf has been warming up. It's not out of the question that this could become more organized than that. But right now, over the next 2 to 7 days, we have that 50% chance of development. As it moves into central Mexico, into mainland Mexico, it's looking like it'll start to weaken as we head through the first half of next week. And eventually, as you know, it dumps rain over a good bit of Mexico, it may be able to get swept back up into the southwest, potentially spreading some heavier rain across portions of Texas and the southwest, the Four Corners area. You can see we do have spaghetti modeling now because it is an Invest. Invest 91L is the official name. It just means that once we get that official name, that Invest, it means that we can run all of our tropical modeling and a host of other models as well that kind of showcase the potential path that the Invest could take. Now you can see, we start to see a lot of diverging in the models once it gets over to San Luis Potosi, but eventually there is the sign that it could potentially get curved back up to the northeast. That's what we'll have to watch as we head through the next 5 to 7 days. Miss Pink Tink, how are you? Good morning. I will go back through Coco at 5. I love that you're hosting I'm not sure what a pinup contest is. You'll have to tell me what that is. That sounds great. Hopefully it goes off okay. It goes well. So that's our little tropics update. And we also have some dust in the air as well. Now, I'll show you that in just a moment. Wanted to talk briefly again. If you're watching us on Fox Local, we're going to have another little break coming up in just a few minutes. So if you want to continue to watch us on Fox Local, you can pull us up on Facebook or YouTube and submit a question if you have one, if you want to. By no means, but if you're itching to ask a question and you're watching at home on your tablet or your smart TV on the Fox Local app, you can pop us up and ask a question that way. Now, let's talk a little bit about the dust, because we have another plume of dust overhead right now. And if you noticed already today, we have a more milky sky, a hazy sky. So we have a solid plume of dust here. So if you're someone that suffers from respiratory illness, you have allergies, you may notice that. We also will have some more fiery sunrises and sunsets. But notice, there's another big plume of dust coming off the coast of West Africa and kind of hugging the intertropical convergence zone. So this will likely move up our way as well as we head through the next week and beyond. And with that, let's run through that because you'll get a better handle on how this dust is going to kind of evolve. You can see the plume that we have over the area now starts to fade away, but then we have this plume moving our way, working around this big old ridge of high pressure, this Bermuda high that's sitting offshore. And you can see that plume will get ushered up our way likely as well, depending on the jet stream that's over the southeast as we head through the first week of July. So either way, more dust moving our way, at least heading in our direction, moving in our vicinity. And thankfully, this is keeping the tropics quiet on the Atlantic side, which we love to see. All right, it's 10:51. In about a minute, we'll be taking a break on Fox Local. Right now, not seeing any other questions or comments. Seeing 14 of you watching on Facebook, so thank you. Seeing 10 watching on YouTube. Not seeing any other questions or comments there. All right, well, before we go to break on Fox Local, let me pop up the 7-day forecast real fast. And if there's any other questions that you may have weather-wise, we can go back to those when we get back from break on Fox Local. If you have any questions, you can throw them in right now. We can answer those while we're on break with Fox Local. There's the 7-day forecast, 10:51 on this breakfast chat. So we're having about we should be going to break here in just about now. All right, so stick with us. All right, so if you're with us on our Facebook page, my Facebook page, Fox 35's Facebook page, as well as YouTube, we are not on a break. As you know, we're still sticking with you. But we'll be back on Fox Local in just about a minute with them. And we'll be going to around 11 o'clock. But we've been doing these for about a month or so, and we're going to continue to do these and expand upon these. So please share, please bring your questions, please comment, because we want to get as many eyes on these each weekend as we can. Okay, I'm hopping over to my Facebook page, making sure I'm not missing anything. Nikki, hello, good morning to you in Anthony, Florida. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you love the bow ties as well. And I appreciate the comment on my calm demeanor. Thank you. Hey, that's what we want to do. We know that storms can be crazy, especially hurricanes. You know, they can bring a lot of anxiety. I want to stay calm, and I want you to stay calm as well. I don't want to bring any hype, bring any sort of craziness, because we know that our lives are crazy already, and we don't need to add to that. That is for sure. We want to bring you the most accurate information, the best information we can, as quick as we possibly can as well. And that's why we're doing things like this, our little Fox 35 weather extras, our breakfast chats now on the weekend. And of course, if the weather is getting rough, count on us doing updates as well on these. Taylor, good morning to you. Taylor, I can autograph a photo. I would love to do so. I actually have some here at the station. I could always send you one. Maybe you can drop your address or something, or send me a private message or a direct message, and I would love to send you an autographed photo. That would be spectacular. I would be so happy to do so. All right, we should be back off of our break from Fox Local. So welcome back to those of you that are watching on Fox Local. If you are, okay, let me see. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything else. Any other questions or comments? I don't think so. So we are back on the 7-day forecast. So it's certainly an unsettled 7-day forecast because of the weather pattern that we have. We have an unsettled stretch because of the sea breeze. It's the rainy season now in Florida. And because of these upper level areas of low pressure that we're watching, we have one that's with us now, and we kind of have another area of spin in the atmosphere that comes in from the Bahamas. So between this one kind of breaking down and fizzling out, we're going to have another area of energy in the atmosphere that we're watching. So between all of that and our daily sea breeze interactions, we're just going to stay unsettled. Now, these days are not going to be washouts, but if you're here visiting, maybe you're here for the 4th of July holiday, you're hitting up the theme parks, the beaches, maybe you're hitting up Epic Universe for the first time, you just need to pack your patience and pack your ponchos, pack your rain gear in your backpacks, because The first half of the day will likely be dry, and then we're going to see these showers and thunderstorms igniting as we head through the afternoon and evening, heading through the latter half of the evening as well. So you get about half the day that's more rain-free, and then another half that's super wet. But it looks like, sadly, for 4th of July, we're still going to have showers and thunderstorms around. I know there's a lot of festivities going on around Central Florida. A lot of towns and communities putting on their own festivities and fireworks spectaculars and events. So just be sure you're watching the weather, watching our latest forecast before you head out the door. All right, Valerie, how are you? Oh, you asked the question of most of the precipitation going to happen late afternoon. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Not that we won't have a few lingering showers and thunderstorms as we head through the overnight, but that's going to be the case. Now let me pop on, if you want, I can run through the Futurecast again, kind of take you through the next 48 hours or so. Let me actually expand on this, because right now it's only going out to 24 hours. Let me do 48 hours. Okay, so taking you through the rest of the morning. Now, I have to say, we have some showers and thunderstorms already that are up across our Fox 51 locales. This hasn't done the best job initiating those. Those were coming in off the Gulf. But it still gives a good handle. And I'm imagining actually what it's showing here is kind of what's already up to our northwest. So the position just a touch off, but the greater picture is there. You can see how these storms are coming together as the sea breezes are meeting. And we see these moving off to the east-northeast with the southwest flow aloft. So that's moving these showers and thunderstorms through dinner time off the coast. And you continue to see these bring in some pretty heavy rain. There could be some minor flooding, especially in the typical spots that flood low-lying areas that have already been hard hit with rain this week. Then we dry out, and then we start to see more showers and thunderstorms through the morning. I should say through the early afternoon. Once we get past morning, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock, the collisions happening with the sea breeze, widespread showers and thunderstorms all across Central Florida. Then they're fading away into the wee hours of our Monday. Monday, the commute looks pretty good. Same story. Afternoon, we start to see those showers and thunderstorms blossoming. Now, in terms of the rain chances today, check this out. Widespread rain. 70-80% chances of rain. Now, with this more dominant southwest flow pushing the storms off toward the east, chances for rain not looking quite as high on our Gulf Coast beaches. So if you're heading over to St. Pete, Clearwater, heading up there or over there for maybe a night, maybe a long weekend, still could have some showers and thunderstorms, not looking quite as impressive, not quite as wet over there. Now it's 10:59. Our stream on Fox Local will end, so be sure you join us tomorrow at 10:30 right here on Fox Local for our breakfast chat on all things weather. I have another Tropics update, but I'll stick with you here on Facebook and YouTube for a little bit longer. I wanted to leave us with our 4th of July forecast. So this is from Thursday. Some of you may have off. I know if you're a state worker here in Florida, you have off on Thursday. Rain chances all the way through next weekend. Again, not washout the days, just looking wet and unsettled. Alice, how are you? Asking about Winter Haven. Sounds great. I can pop up the map here in just a second. I'll leave up the 4th of July forecast for just a second, so if anyone missed that and they're just hopping on, they can get a little glimpse of the 4th of July forecast. Okay. So Alice, let me ask you, were you wondering about Winter Haven right now or for this afternoon or this evening? So I can run you back through the Futurecast. All right, well, it is now 11. I know we're off of Fox Local, but we're still live on my Facebook page. Again, that's Meteorologist T.J. Springer, Fox 35's Facebook page, and Fox 35's YouTube page. Alice, I can hop back into our Fox weather model here Alrighty, so here's Winter Haven. Oh, I lost it. Let's see. It was, there we go. Okay. Alright, so let me run you through this, Alice. You can see, whoops. Showers and thunderstorms through this afternoon and evening. Kind of, an erratic motion. Hit or miss showers and thunderstorms. That's been the name of the game, but still more widespread. You can see, once we get past 3 o'clock, more widespread storms. They fade away through midnight into the wee hours of our Sunday. And then a dry start if you're getting out for maybe a walk or a run. Farmer's market breakfast looking good. Through tomorrow afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. Again, hit or miss in nature, becoming more widespread the deeper we get into the afternoon and evening. So that's kind of the setup. I hope that helps. Karen, hello. Hi. Thank you so much, Karen. That means a ton. Aklawaha, hello. I have to say, that might be the first time I've ever said that on Fox Local or on TV in general. Aklawaha. I love that. Thank you so much. That means a ton. Sending all the love back to you in Aklawaha, Karen. Valerie, let's see. Checking Flagler Beach for the 4th. We have a parade in the morning at 9 and then fireworks at 9 p.m. Okay, let me see if I can push this out. I believe I can get this out through the 4th now. Actually, you know what? Let me do this, Valerie. Let me pull up one of our other future radars. Okay, this should help. Okay, let me see here. Do time. And this should help here, Valerie. Hi, Sasha. Yeah, I know. Hey, believe me, it's not the first time I've heard. I know the red doesn't help. It is definitely giving some Pee Wee Herman vibes. I don't blame you for thinking that. Okay, so Valerie, I'm gonna zoom in. Now this is. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put another future radar on here. Let's do this. This should help. All right. For those that are just hopping on, hello. We're doing a little breakfast chat, a little weather extra here. And we're going to need to do... There we go. I know this looks like a lot. I know, so this data, because we're getting further out into the future, that's why it's showing so much. So we're likely not going to have... this is widespread. But nonetheless, it'll give you kind of an idea of what we're expecting for showers and thunderstorms as we head through the 4th. But this week just sadly looks unsettled. I know it's a huge week because of the 4th of July holiday. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's run through time here. So we'll get you out through, so here is Wednesday. I know I'm running through this kind of fast. Okay, so here's Thursday. This is Thursday morning. Let me see. I'm going to put this further out. Let's do... Okay. All right, Valerie. I'm hoping this is helping. I know... Sorry, I had to do this a little bit on the fly here. So here is the 4th. So here's 4 a.m. on the 4th of July. So again, hit or miss showers and thunderstorms seems to be the name of the game. And you can see they're sadly with us through the evening. They'll fade away. It's kind of a wash, rinse, and repeat kind of pattern. And again, the closer we get, we'll start to get more high resolution data. Because this is a little more... rigid. but it just goes to show that we're in an unsettled pattern. So I'm hoping that helps, Valerie. But I know it doesn't look the it doesn't look the best. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I'm so glad it's the first time you're seeing us live, but be sure to join us each and every weekend. I'm so glad you're a fan. That means a ton. Thank you. All the love. Sasha, I'm glad you think it's sharp. All right. Well, we've already gone a little bit over our half-hour window, but I think I'll leave you with this. I'm gonna bop back on over to YouTube. Denise, good morning. It's funny, I actually did not highlight my hair. I wonder if it's because I've been out in the sun so much. We've been out a lot, so maybe that's why it's getting lighter. But thank you. It's funny, I actually need a haircut. Hi to you in Claremont. I so appreciate you watching. Thank you to all of you for watching. I'm seeing 14 of you watching now on YouTube and 13 on Facebook. I know we've had a lot of you watching from all over Central Florida and all over. I mean, to be honest, I've seen those of you watching from across the world. So wherever you're watching from, thank you so much. It means a ton. And just remember, we will be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 for another Fox 35 Weather Extra Breakfast Chat. So bring your questions, anything that's on your mind. We'll break down the rest of our forecast for the weekend, and again, have another Tropics update. And if anything's on your mind, please bring it, and we will talk about it here live on Fox Local, Facebook, and YouTube. But with that, I will leave you. Have a great Saturday. Stay safe. Again, if you don't have the Fox Local app, download it. If you don't have the Storm Team app, download it, because you'll be able to get radar, alerts, all of our latest in the palm of your hand. All right, bye. Have a